Welcome to the 14th edition of the LICHTER Filmfest Frankfurt International, streaming this year from April 27th to May 9th on demand. Today we are talking to Sophie Dupuis, director of Souterrain, which is screening as part of the international feature film section on change. Hi, Sophie.
Hi.
Nice to be talking to you.
Yeah, it's nice.
My first question is, your feature film debut, Chien de Gare, which was released in 2018, was selected as Canada's foreign language contribution to the 91st Academy Awards. How did that feel?
I was really like, I was surprised because it's my first feature, and I didn't think that they will choose my film, so I wasn't like planning anything that day. I was wearing my jogging pants, ready to go to the grocery store in like my door, and I got the phone saying like, you have to go to you have to come, where we're gonna be announcing that your film is presented to the Oscar. And I was like, what's happening? So yeah, it was a big surprise, but it was good. And we went to Los Angeles, and we meet a lot of nice people, and I was really happy about it. And I guess it helped a lot to finance my second film, so that's a good thing. So yeah, I was really happy about it. And it says that what you're doing is good, so you have the motivation to continue after that. Yeah.
Like Chien de Gare, Souterrain also takes place in Val d'Or, Quebec, where you grew up. Was the story of Souterrain something you had wanted to tell for a while, and what inspired you?
Yeah, I'm from Val d'Or, which is a mine city. I don't know if you can say it like that, but everybody's working in mines, and it's gold mine. So fathers, our uncles, our brothers, our cousins are all working in mines. But I never went underground before. And when I was at university studying cinema, I was now living in Montreal, but I was visiting my father back in Val d'Or. And he said, come with me at work, and you'll go underground with me. And I was like, cool, okay. And I follow him during his work, and I was really like impressed about the decor and the feeling to be on the ground, and it was like very beautiful. And I said to myself at that time, I want to do a film that happens in mines one day. So that was like it was like 11 years ago. And so I went all summers down to Val d'Or, and for like 3 months, and I did research and meet miners, and I went to underground in like 12 different mines. And I didn't know at that time what my film would be about, and what will be like the subject and what I will talk about. And during my research, the thing that really like interested me and touched my heart was the fraternity between the miners, and the friendship, and whatever ages that the miners are, they're all a family. They call it a family. So and I thought that was beautiful. So I said, I want to talk about that in my film. And I did like 30 versions of the script before we shot like 2 years ago. So back in Val d'Or with all real miners. So it was wonderful, and I'm happy that I did that film.
My next question touches around on this fraternity, because both your feature films are centered around men and their emotional worlds. Can you tell us a little about why?
I don't know. I don't know why I get interested about those subjects. Well, I don't really choose to talk about male characters. Mine's in mines there's a lot of men working on the ground. There's a lot of women working in the offices as engineer and everything, but underground it's really a lot of men, and I don't think about it, and it's the subject that touched me and get me enough motivated to do a film about it. So you don't really think about it, and yeah, maybe, well, my next film I'm writing is about drag queen characters, so I'm gonna still be talking about men, but different kind of people. So it will be like, I don't know, we'll see. Maybe one day I will write beautiful female characters. We'll see. I would like to do it. We'll see.
To me, Souterrain is a very hopeful movie because it shines a light on the emotional worlds of men, because it hints at today's young men being more in touch with their emotions than their fathers, and more aware of the suffering that their inability to deal with these emotions can cause. Is this a hope that you share?
Yeah, absolutely. And I really think that education these days is like, we educate more our population to be aware of our emotions and listen to it, and you know, to avoid the violence and everything. So we have to do this education, and I think it's going well. It's going slowly but well. And one thing that really like interests me in mines is that it's a dangerous workplace. So you have to be aware of the danger for yourself, but for the others too. And every time you take a big machine underground, you can put someone in danger. And the mines accident, or really sometimes you can do a lot of you can hurt a body very easily. So you have to be like in a good place in your head and in your heart to go work every day, and not be like thinking about something else, and maybe just don't think and run over somebody. So you have to be aware of your emotion and how you feel, and you have to be like, you have to care for your colleagues, and they're really like aware of everybody, and they ask themselves, are you all right today? How are you? Do you need to talk? And my father was a boss in back in the days, and he said that his office was always open for just talking to his miners, his workers, and sometimes people were entering in the morning, just like, and he can feel that people need to talk, so he was like closing the door and having a talk with them, and be sure that they will be like in a good place when they will go down underground. So I was like impressed, because sometimes you think that miners or those kind of workplace, it's boys, hard-working boys, and like being tough, and when I saw that, I was like, wow, that's really like that. We don't think this about those kind of men, and I was happy to see it, and I think that it's a good thing, and they will educate their sons the same way, I guess. So yeah, maybe they're more vulnerable than we think they are. Yeah.
Well, let's hope that this empathy that is important in minds will spread, and more men will dare to feel it.
So I think it will. I think.
For Chien de Garde, Théodore Pellerin won Best Actor at the Canadian Screen Awards, and Joachim Robillard was nominated for Best Actor for Souterrain. Do you have an idea what aspects in your approach to directing made their performances shine so brightly?
Yeah, working with actors is really like my favorite part of making a film. It's really like, for me, it's so important to work as collaborators and to see actors as creators and not only interpreters. So for my 2 features, I did a lot of auditions. I did like 200 auditions and more to find my first roles. And I was because when I do auditions, it's mostly to see if we're speaking the same language, if we want to say the same thing, and if we think that we can like take the same path to go at the same place. And after that, I do a lot of rehearsals. Sometimes production don't want to pay for that. They think it's I don't know, kind of a ways of losing time. But for me, it's so important, and my producer know about it. So he let me do like weeks and weeks of rehearsals, and so we have the time to question everything, sometimes even change things in the scripts, and even change some intentions I have about some scenes, and we rework everything. So and my actors get to a point that they know their characters better than me, and I want to reach that point, because after that that's where it became more of a collaboration. And sometimes on set they collaborate at the mise en scène, and they change their dialogues and everything, and I let them do it because I know that we're going at the same place and we want to do like the better film that we can do. So and sometimes my actors, when we're making a scene and we don't it doesn't work, and I'm searching what's wrong, and sometimes my actors say like, let me do a shot like how I feel it in my head, let me just do it. And I'm like, yeah, go for it. And every time that's the shot that we choose when we're editing, because they know what they have to do, and it's just so good. And I don't think that we can reach that point without weeks of rehearsals. So that's how I work with my actors, and I want to do it more and more for my next project. I want to maybe even work with them when I'm writing still. So I'm thinking about this because I really believe that they're very good creators, and we can share our talent and do something really good together. So we'll see, but I want to integrate them um, like soon in the process. Yeah,
that sounds really exciting. As a writer and the director of your movies, you're obviously in a position of power on set. But have there been instances of sexism that have stuck with you that you would like aspiring filmmakers to know about?
Well, I'm a young director, so I think that I guess that a lot of female directors before me like prepare the people to be like used to have like female director on their set. So all this work has been done before me. So when I'm on set, I'm professional. I know what I'm doing. I'm prepared, and we have a lot of fun on set. And I'm really like collaborating with all the artists on the shooting. So people are really like, they feel like their talent is being used as a good way, and they participate in a film, not only working on a film. And so I don't know, I never experienced sexism on my sets. And I know that it's because those women before me did the job, because they feel that sexism before me. But today I think that it's maybe it have evolved in a good way. And and here in Canada we have measures in for to obtain like a kind of equality between female and male directors. Producers are invited to work more with female directors, and be interested in what they have to say. And so yeah, they're more. Before they were just not thinking about like a woman to, I don't know, direct an action film, or I don't know, a car racing, and they will not think about us. They will think about us for like little family drama, or I don't know. But now they're really, it's they can submit more projects as a producer if they work with more female director and a script writer. So now they say, okay, I will go to them, and that works well, because at first they were just maybe not interested because of prejudice, and now they are interested, and they see that we all have talents, so they want to work with us again. So they call us back, and yeah, so it works well, and we can see like the difference, and we have more and more women directors working, and now we're looking for because the government finance more women directors, but for a little budget. Now we're going for the next step to have equality in big budget. So we'll see, but it's going well.
That's good to hear. Connected to that, which piece of advice would you like to give women who want to follow in your footsteps?
Yeah, I have some. First of all, I think it's important to work very hard, because making film is it's kind of a luxury. Like we have the chance to do it, so do it good and work hard, and never think that your first version of a script is the good one. Like I can do like 30 versions of a film, and always like thinking about the message I want to say, and always find better ways to say it. And yeah, and I think that working as collaborators to your technicians and artists and actors is a good way to do a form of art, which is a teamwork. Film is really teamwork. So I think that if women directors or male directors should like have more confidence in their collaborators, and that can make like always better film. And what else? Oh yeah, always like be confident in your vision, because I think that as an artist or as a filmmaker, like people want to see through your eyes, want to see the world through your eyes for like an hour and a half. And they're not interested to see through other people's eyes. They want to see through yours. So if you're trying to be someone else or doing films and making films that looks like some other films, you're not going to talk about like your vision. And so that's what it is interesting in artists. It's your own vision. So always follow that, and don't try to change it. So yeah, those are my advice.
Thank you so much for talking to us today.